Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? What's going on, y'all? I ain't going to keep y'all long, as always. So I'm going to hit you with my little updates really quick. It's not too much to update everybody on, but I am going to try to give you what's then come down the pipeline, already to start asking those questions so that I can make sure I have them answered for you. So for anybody that's just tuning in, I know it's kind of starting. Happy Monday to everybody. First of all, I hope y'all are all doing good. Hey, Isaac, the wonderful insurance man is here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hey, Patrell. Hope everybody is doing good. All right, so really quick, okay? If you guys don't know already, you guys, if you're receiving unemployment, especially here in Florida, I've been getting a lot of inboxes about the DEO or unemployment is asking you to send in employment papers. And I know a lot of y'all are like, what is that? And is that real? And yes, it's real. Okay. It is real. So if you go into your unemployment portal and you start to see anything asking you for employment papers, that is real. I went to their social media and they said on their social media that if individuals want to continue receiving unemployment, that they will have to upload their documents. Okay. Happy Monday, everybody who's just coming in. Okay. So if you guys see anything from unemployment saying you got to turn in your paperwork, you got to turn in your paperwork. Okay. So that unemployment paperwork could be anything. I mean, not unemployment paper. Your employment paperwork could be anything. Okay. A check stub. See if you can get a letter from somebody that you used to work with if it's required in your portal. Okay. So if y'all get a chance, if you didn't look today, go take a look because I've been getting a lot of inboxes about that today. So just wanted to tell y'all to be on the lookout for that. I know y'all probably is asking what's up with the stimulus, the third stimulus. And as y'all know, that is not finished quite yet. They are still going back and forth. Okay. The Republicans actually want to give $1,000 versus the Democrats want to do the $1,400. Okay, so I know you guys hear the $2,000 being thrown out, but that $2,000 is not the amount. That is $2,000 is the amount that they're saying, but they are including that $600 that you already got for your third stimulus. So if it is approved to do I'm not going to say if, when it's approved, because I know that the $1,400 is more than likely going to be approved. It's just slow right now. So the Republicans want to have their say so. They want to go back and forth. If the Republicans do win, which I doubt, they're cutting down the food stamps. They're cutting back some of the money for the schools. And they want to reduce the amount of time you're going to be on unemployment. And they want to bring down your stimulus to $1,000. So we do not want, their bill to pass. Okay. We want what the Democrats have because it's more. Okay. Thank you, Love. Rhodey asked about the SBA grant. So the SBA grant, man, I'm telling you, it is all a mess. SBA keeps going back and forth with what they're going to do. And as it is today, when I go on their site, it is just plain old whatever they had a couple weeks ago. So, well, let me tell you what you should expect. If you already got a loan from them previously for the under the EIDL, you should be getting a letter in the mail letting you know that your payments will be getting ready to be due. They're going to give you the address. So if you want to start mailing your payments, if you want to do electronically. So if you already got a loan, please know that June is when you should be making your first payments, and you should be getting letters in the mail now so that you can already get prepared. Okay. The targeted grant is still going to everybody who applied before December 27th. They are going to evaluate to see if you qualify to get it. If so, they will send you a email or call you. Some people have already been getting contacted. They've been inboxing me, letting me know they've been getting contacted. So all you need to do is just verify that is really somebody from the SBA, so they're not lying to you, okay? So the grants are still just the grants. The grants we're not even thinking about no grants right now because there is nothing out. As far as the money coming to the cities and the counties, the money has, we don't even know if it's really been sent or if your local government has been told to wait and not to put it out yet. Because if you guys notice, there's no rent help right now. There's none of that stuff going on that went on last time. There's no small business grants locally. So we have to wait. I believe that they're going to wait until this last little piece of stimulus, this last little legislation with this stimulus passed. And then they're going to start rolling out the money, because they did put in this second bill to give out more money to the cities and the counties. They just have not listed it yet that the money is available. So we just have to stay tuned. It's like everybody got to sit on their fingers right now. And I think it has everything to do with the fact that IRS is not ready to take the income taxes or any of that kind of stuff. So once all of that starts rolling, the portal opens to accept taxes with IRS, I think a lot of things are going to be rolling. I told y'all guys we weren't going to see this stimulus stuff until February, and I still think that is true. It probably will get passed in February, and you might see the payments by the end of the month for your third stimulus, and you might see it in March. So just stay tuned on that, okay? What else we got here? I applied for whatever and it was denied due to credit. Well, okay, so if you were denied due to credit, then you just have to do, you got to fix whatever the issue is and just do a reconsideration so that you can be evaluated again. Hey, Chantel. Hey, how you doing? Okay, Kiki Rest says some folks have already filed taxes claiming the recovery rebate for the stimulus, and now they have a mailing date for it. How do you think the IRS will handle that? I was wondering if that was going to happen. If that happens, what's probably going to happen is that when you do your taxes next year, it's going to be straightened out. So I don't know if they're either going to ask a question about, did you receive your second stimulus in 2021? We don't know how the questions are going to be figured, but I don't believe that they're going to come after anybody throughout this year to ask for the money. They're just probably going to wait until tax time to even bring up anything about it. So if people filed and they got their stimulus later, that's really okay. That's really on the Department of Treasury and the IRS. They're the ones who actually took too damn long. So you should be fine. Just continue on with what you have been doing. So really quick before I answer the next question, I did put out a video. It was actually on TikTok saying that some people who normally get those big tax refunds, that some of their tax refunds might be lower this year. And a whole lot of people got mad. And to be quite honest with you, I don't care. I just know what I see when I'm on this side of the computer. And I'll give you an example. We did somebody's taxes today, and they were going to get $5,500 back. But once we put in that they got the first and the second stimulus, both husband and wife, it dropped from $5,500 to $29,000. Now, I don't know what anybody else wants to call that. Yes, the stimulus may not be taxable, and yes, it's a refundable credit, but yes, it is also reducing some individuals' tax refund. I've seen it done several times. So if you find that you're not getting what you normally get, what I said in the video, but just to explain, all you need to do is you can add up what you receive for your stimulus plus what you're going to get for your refund. And those two amounts together would normally total to what you normally get before we had a pandemic. Okay. So if you're normally getting 7,000, 8,000, but now you only getting 4, add up your stimulus checks, first and the second one, and see that, hey, some of that money made up what you were normally getting, which could explain why it went down. I did have a lot of people got upset and mad about it. So I made that video just to let you guys know that some people will be affected, okay? Because I know some people get all pissed off and mad, and they swear you don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, I'm looking at the calculator right here. So it's not going to be for everybody. Some people are actually getting a lot of money back. Some are not, okay? So it's all going to depend on what happens when you file. It depends on your income, how much taxes you pay. All of that plays a part. But if you want to know for sure, you need to go and file your taxes so that you can see how it affected you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Shonda says your post about the website that will tell you how much you would get back for income tax with the one child. It said I would get $2,700. Is that including the tax credit for the child? So on my story, hey, Sell and Buy LLC, how you doing? I did put a website that would let you see what your earned income tax credit would be. And the only reason I did that is because some people were saying that, hey, on the flyer, it says, I got 3 kids, I'm gonna get $10,000 back. That is not always necessarily true. A lot of people lie because they are trying to do marketing. They're trying to get your business. So if you go to that link, and I'll put that back in my story when this is over. If you go to that link on the page, all you do is you're going to put how many children you have. You're going to put how much you made, and it will tell you what your earned. It's an estimate of what your earned income tax credit should be based off of your income. It's just an estimate. And the only reason I put that up is because I don't want people thinking they're about to get 10 grand and they walk in the tax place and they all happy and woo, woo, woo. And then next thing you know, they find out, well, damn, my tax refund check is looking a little light here. I'm getting 3,000-4,000. Okay, there are differences. All right. Not everybody pays attention to the tax code. Not everybody pays attention to what's coming, what's changing, in the tax code from Obama to Trump. There's been a lot of differences. Some people just putting in numbers on the computer, doing your taxes, but they're not necessarily paying attention to all of the stuff that's in fine print. So that's what I try to do. Go and read and just try to bring y'all some information so that you will be understand, so that you would understand those, that you can at least be kept in the loop. So if you have any questions you don't understand, please ask so we can clarify. That is what I'm here to do. And a lot of what I do is to get y'all to thinking so that you can ask questions, because a lot of people think they know, but then they don't. And that's including me. So we're just learning together. All right. Okay. So what do I got here? Casey Caldwell says, I've not got the first one for the second one. What forms do I need to fill out? Okay. So I'm going to say this for the 1 millionth time. Okay. If you do not get your stimulus checks, you cannot contact the IRS other than just to tell them you don't have it. They will not take your information over the phone. They are not that type of agency. They are not going to say, hey, you want to update your direct deposit? They're not going to do that. Hey, you want to update your address? IRS is not going to do that. The only thing you can do is fax or mail a form to them to update your information, and they will change it as it comes in the mail. But that takes 4 to 6 weeks. And I don't know if I would think that would be something wise to do, because within the next 4 to 6 weeks, you should be getting another stimulus check. So I don't want your check to go and be lost some more. So if you know that you have a bad mailing address, you have a bad bank account, you already know that the money will be sent to that address or to that account and then sent back. And then it will either come to you on the little card they're going to send you, or it'll come to you as a paper check. If you don't mind waiting, that will be the best way to do it. Now, you can send the form in. If you need the form, just inbox me. I'll send it to you to update your information with the IRS. But remember, it's by mail and it's not going to be instant. All right. So you have to make the decision to leave it be and just wait, or change it. Wait to 4 to 6 weeks and see if you get it. Okay. It may not be 4 to 6 weeks. That is the normal time. Who knows? They might be quicker. They might be slower. We just don't know because of all that's going on right now. Okay. So if you did not get the first one, then we need to find out why you didn't get the first one, because the first one is what's going to qualify you for the rest of them. So if you didn't get the first one due to your taxes not being filed, then yes, you probably want to contact IRS about your income tax, but not about the stimulus per se. So Casey Caldwell, if you look like you're here on YouTube, on Facebook, so inbox me and you can tell me why, and I'll see if I can help you with that. Okay. Chanel says, have you seen a changing in tax returns for those who receive unemployment? Yes, absolutely. Good question. So a lot of people have not been paying taxes on their unemployment. And then when you get your 1099-G, remember, they're going to put in, your tax person is going to put in what you received from unemployment and the amount that you paid in taxes. Now, as a rule of thumb, this is just what I do to get an idea of how much I should have paid in taxes. I always take the dollar amount that I, so say you got $20,000. I take 20% of that, okay? And 20% of that would be like 4,000. That might be more than you need to pay, but at least that is, I know that my taxes won't exceed that. So if you haven't paid around 20% or less of that balance that you receive, that's how much you owe. Okay, so if you only pay $500 and your taxable amount should have been, your taxes should have been 2,000 or 4,000, you still have more money to pay. And that is what's going to change your tax refund. Regardless if you got the stimulus, regardless if you have earned income tax credit or not, you still owe that money. So hopefully your stimulus will cover the loss, but we won't know until you put it in, because what else plays into it is the rest of your income. Did you work? And just so you know, even if you try to do self-employment, because some people are trying to do self-employment and think that's going to give them some more money. Let me tell you something about self-employment. A lot of people who are doing self-employment also did not pay any taxes on the money they say they receive. So if you think that adding self-employment is going to help you, of course you can try, but just remember, a lot of that self-employment income you're going to put down, that's if you put down an income, you still gonna have to pay taxes on that. So if you put down that you made $2,000 in income, the IRS gonna say, well, where's our money? Because that's exactly what they want. So just remember that when you're trying to put in other numbers to help your tax refund. And I'm just speaking to y'all straight up, because I'm not doing anybody's taxes that I'm talking to. I'm just letting you know. I know how people bend and they lie and they skew. And so I'm just letting you know, if you do and you're trying to put in saying that you made some money, you just be aware that they're gonna want to know where's the taxes for that money that you said that you earned. Okay. But yes, I have seen some difference in people who have received unemployment. That's actually, in my opinion, what is gonna mess up a lot of folks is the unemployment, really. Okay, because you got to pay all that back in taxes. All right, let's see what I got next. Terrell says, they told me they sent it out in the mail. Some of my neighbors have gotten the second check via mail, but I still haven't gotten the second stimulus. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I just seen some people just getting theirs this weekend. So don't give up hope. It is still coming, but even if it doesn't come, remember, you guys can always claim it on your taxes, which of course, if you did not receive your second stimulus and you put down that you got zero, that's going to actually increase your refund because you have to get paid that money. So that's going to be added back in. So even if you don't get it in the mail, go file your taxes and get it that way. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait. But that is, really the other option other than waiting for it to come. Okay. Kiki, the unemployment tax is 10%. So that will be reduced from your taxes if you're not having them taken out. That is exactly right. It is 10% on unemployment taxes. I always do 20. I go over just because I need to make sure that I pay more than enough. But you are right. 10% is exactly what they're going to take. And if you did not elect to take it, a lot of people did not the first time, then you got to pay that back. That's going to come out of your refund. But if you notice around this second time, I don't believe they gave you guys an option to elect to take taxes. They're doing it automatically this time. So you don't have to worry about that for the next upcoming tax season, but you do if you did not do it when you first received it. Okay. Okay. Can you help with the second draw for the PPP and EIDL? So the EIDL has a second draw. If you're doing an increase, yes, if you need assistance, I can help you with that. For the PPP, if you already got the PPP the first time, the second draw for the PPP is really easy. All you're going to do is answer some questions. And the only thing you should have to upload is one document, which is your bank statement showing that you were in business in February. So far, that is all that I've seen. And all the banks are open now for PPP, first and second draw. So if you guys want to try, you can. I'm just going to tell you guys, it is nowhere near as easy as it was in the beginning. So please don't think that this is going to be, a quick way in to get some money and keep going, because it's not going to work that way. They've made it much harder this time. All right. Is FPUC extended? As far as I know, it is right now until March, I did see they were talking about it on the news that it was supposed to go into September, but we are going to wait because, of course, that's more money. So every time they extend, they got to appropriate more funds. So right now, the funding is up until March 11th, which is also what Joe Biden is trying to work on to extend that. Not only is he trying to extend that, they are the CDC eviction moratorium that should be out. I'm going to check and try to put it up tonight if the new form is up. Since today is just the first, yesterday the moratorium ran out. So the new eviction moratorium from CDC should go until March 31st. I will put that new form out so you guys can get that and hand it to your landlords ASAP. If you feel, that they possibly could be trying to put you out. So you can at least try to get ahead of it and see if you can give it to them first to encourage them not to put you out. All right. Rashonda, what if you already filed your taxes and put that you didn't get it or you end up getting the stimulus? So far, there has been no word that that they're going to take it for any reason. Okay. So just like I answered the question earlier, Rashonda, if somebody got it and they didn't receive it and they put that they did not get it on their taxes and you get it later, I believe that's going to be worked out the next tax season when it rolls around. I don't think you guys are going to have to worry about that right now because they knew that they gave it. They handed it out so close to the end of the year. Of course, it's going to come sometime, in the beginning of the year. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I will tell you, if your tax preparer has not sent or submitted your taxes yet, go back and have them change it so you don't have to worry about anything later. So remember, the IRS is not taking taxes until February 12th. That is when they're going to be opening up and accepting everything. So if you want to go back and change it, I would, just to keep everything straight. And you don't have to worry about nobody asking, looking at your paperwork funny or none of that. So fix it if you can. All right. Do we have to reapply? Is it auto? Which one, Marley Mar, are you talking about? The stimulus or are you talking about a loan? Verify that for me and then I'll answer your question. Okay. Can you get unemployment and still work? Yes, if you're underemployed. So if you normally were working 40 hours, but because of COVID, they done scaled it back to 25 or 30 hours, you definitely can put in for unemployment so that you could get the difference that is considered to be underemployed. Unemployment does not just mean you have to not have a job. You can have cut back hours, okay? Oh, look at that. Thank you, Marley Mar, for answering that question. I know that's right. We got to help each other, right? That's right. Okay. Will we get the third stimulus the same way we got the other ones? Yeah, I believe we will. I'm hoping that they just issue it on a card and be done with it, but we don't know. They said they were going to issue it on the card the first and the second time, and I haven't seen anybody get a stimulus, the second stimulus, on a card at all yet, just the checks and direct deposit. So, they, of course, are always going to try direct deposit first. That's always the quickest way. So I do believe they're going to do direct deposit. I'm sure they're going to mail too, because some people probably not going to have a bank account, and I'm sure it's probably going to come on the EIP card. So I would say yes. I would hope that they would give us, one way and stick with it, but we don't know that for sure. So I would say yeah, it's probably going to come the same way that the rest of the stuff. Oh, the FPUC. So okay, so Marley, we don't know that yet. Everything is we don't know. And that's why I do these weekly, because it changes all the time. So just like you had to reapply this last time to get it, you're more than likely going to have to apply again if it is extended. I haven't seen not one time that they did not make you guys go back and apply for the additional benefits when it's time. So before March, hopefully we'll know, because that's when their benefits run out, March 11th, we'll know if you need to go back and then extend. And if it does, I'll definitely put it out. But all of that's going to come out when they decide on this third stimulus bill. If Joe Biden is going to win, or if the Republicans are going to win. I believe Joe Biden is, because we're Democrat heavy right now. But so more than likely, yes, you're going to have to reapply or do some type of extended benefits or something. You're going to have to do something, I'm sure. I just got my LLC. Can you still apply for the PPP? No, your business has to been, and you have to have been in existence February 15th, 2020 in order to apply for the PPP. All right. So PPP is going to be harder and harder to get. The EIDL is going to be harder and harder to get, but you still can apply for regular loans through the SBA. They have been giving out loans for years. People just did not know about it until now with the pandemic. So if you just want to apply for a regular traditional business loan through them, you can. A small business loan, you absolutely can do that. So if you need to go to their website, sba.gov. They got a lot of different ones, a lot of different programs you can fall under. But you could choose everything except disaster loans or the EIDL. Just look for the regular business loans that they have. I was asking, do we have to reapply for extended FPUC? Okay, yep, I answered that. All right, thank you, Marla. I still haven't gotten my second check. A lot of people have not. So I'm just saying you can wait, or you can go ahead on and file on your taxes and stop waiting. It's really up to each individual person. Okay. Unfortunately. But that's what it's going to come down to, is each individual person is going to have to make a decision if they want to wait or if they want to, go ahead and file it on their taxes. All right. They're not making it too easy. Okay. You inboxed me to send your information. I did send it to you, but I'm still waiting on you to reply back to me. If you sent it to me today, I haven't checked anybody's messages today. My inbox usually gets swamped on Mondays because I have a lot of people asking me questions and I don't answer them so that I can be ready for the night, and I'll go through it this evening. So you will hear from me, Miss Rena, just not today, but you will hear from me either this evening or tomorrow. Okay. And also, do you know about startup business loans or grants, or just check the SBA site? So there's really not such a thing as a startup grant, y'all. You know, a lot of people don't want to give startup businesses money because they don't know that you're really going to use that money to start your business up. So we like to just call them business grants or business loans, not startup, because you probably will barely or will hardly find that. That money, hopefully, that's what we're looking for, the city and the county to start releasing their money so that you can apply for that if you can't get SBA. You can also go on helloalice.com. That's hello and Alice, all one word. You can go on there. They have a lot of grants that they put out. Gosh, I check social media all the time to find out all the grants. I do a certain type of search and I find them and then I post them. There hasn't been anything out because the money's real tight and everybody's acting all tight-lipped about it. So when they post more, I'll post them. Right now, there is not much going on. Okay. All right, what do you got? When will PPP release money? Some people have gotten some money. I think it all depends on the bank that you are going through to get the money. Every bank is different. They all are open now, but whatever bank you go through, once you're approved, and that is taking a little longer now because the SBA is doing all their little checks. But once it's approved, you'll get a notice from your bank to let you know that the PPP funds will be in whatever bank account that you've chosen for them to come in. All right. They are not just doing it, you know, it ain't fast like it was last time. Last time it was 24, 48 hours, not anymore. Okay. Let's see. Helena, is it a good idea to pay off a credit card with a credit card? The only time I would recommend somebody pay off a credit card with a credit card is if you're using it for points. So if you have the new credit card that you want to rack up charges on it so that you can rack up points or travel miles or whatever, or flight miles, then I would say yes. But just to pay one credit card off to pay another credit card off, no, because all you're going to do is transfer your utilization from one card to the next, and your utilization is going to stay the same. It doesn't really help you that much. So I would tell you it depends, because there's a lot of things. It depends on what's the balances on these two credit cards. If you got one card that's maxed out, but you got another card that got 20,000 on it, but you only want to pay off 3,000 on another card, that might not be so bad because the utilization is going to be different. So Helena, you might want to just go on my inbox so that you can explain it a little bit more in detail. But in general, no, it's not a good idea. You want to keep that credit card, the one that has nothing on it, for emergencies. And then the other one, you just want to pay it down. But if you got something else going on, then, you know, that warrants us to talk, you can just inbox me and I'll answer your question. All right. Good question. It says, thank you for giving us information about the credit cards. I got the Indigo one. Thanks to your video. I know that's right. You better get them credit cards. And y'all know I'll be sending out those trade lines for everybody, just like I did last week when I put it on my live. So many people inboxed me and emailed me and asked me for those trade lines. Use them. I use them, put them on your credit to help boost your score. Now, if you got really, really messed up credit, you got repos, or you got a whole bunch of medical collections, it ain't going to help you that much. But if you're trying to get over that hump, you're trying to hurry up and get it up 20 points, you're trying to qualify for a house or for a car, a trade line is a great thing to do. It's a great little trick that you can do to boost your score, and it doesn't cost barely anything. All right. So I'm glad that you were able to do that. All right. When your bank has submitted your PPP to pre-close, do you know how much longer it should take to close? Well, first of all, congratulations if you're at pre-close. I was told the whole process was going to take about 21 days or up to 21 days, which is like 3 weeks. I don't know how long you've been in your stage before the pre-close, but I would say that is what the SBA said specifically on the documents, that they were going to take up to 21 days to go through all the loans. So you got a little bit of time, okay? Just a little bit. All right. So can you give the trade line again? Yeah, I'll give you trade lines, Miss Teresa. If you got my inbox, just send me a message and I'll send you the full list. And what? Mindy, congratulations. Congratulations. You got approval on your house. That is so wonderful. Home ownership is the key to everything. Okay. You become a real full-fledged citizen when you start to have a home. You paying taxes. Your voice matters now because you're a tax, you pay property taxes. Okay. So that is great. Awesome. Make sure that you file your homestead so that you can lower your property taxes. Okay. You have a little while to do that, but make sure that, I know you're going to be in all the excitement from moving in, but make sure you go down to the property, the tax, what is it? The tax office, the local county tax office, and do your forms for your homestead. All right. Okay. What's the Indigo credit card? And can you please help me with the trade line info? Yeah, Tyrell, just send me an inbox and I'll send you the list as well. Indigo credit card is just a credit card, but it's just called Indigo. Nothing super special about it. It is a, sometimes they're secured, sometimes they are not, depending on which one she got. But even if it's secured, any type of trade line, whether it's secured or unsecured, will still be good for your credit, because all it does is figure into the math and it gives you that increase in your score. So just send me an inbox and I'll send that to you. All right. Michelle says she sent them to me. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Oh, I do. I get real busy. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. If you could send that, I do appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Asia, and it's probably going to be my last one. I only wanted to keep y'all to 7:30 today. Is there a difference between filing single and filing married but separated? Well, yeah, one you married and one you not. So single is just a single person with no children, no dependents, none of that. If you are married and you want to file separate, you can do that. Okay. If you are married but y'all have been separated for, I believe it's 6 months or more, and that person has a different address, then you now can file as head of household, because that person and you have been separated for a certain amount of time. The IRS is like, you could do head of household. So you can look into that if you want. But the difference really is just one person is single and they're not married at all. And then of course the other one is married. So if you haven't been separated, you just don't want to apply with them for whatever reason, say they owe child support or something like that. I know a lot of women are not trying to file with their husbands because of back child support. If that is the case, IRS did say to one of my previous clients that you can send in a, it's called an injured spouse form. So if you're married to somebody whose tax return is taken due to child support or some type of debt, you normally would have to send in an injured spouse form to correct it to get your tax return back. The IRS told this person, instead of e-filing, if you want to file with your spouse, send in the injured spouse form the same time you send in your regular tax form so they can process it at the same time. So if you have a situation like that going on, then just let me know I'll send you the form. Okay. But that is, hopefully that answers your question on what the difference is. Y'all see Mindy. Mindy said she went from 550 to 730 in 3 months. That is absolutely right. Trade lines, she probably fixed on her credit too. It's probably a lot of things. If you guys want to know, just inbox. Sorry, Mindy. Ask her, okay? Let her share some of her secrets with y'all so that she can, get y'all into a house too. That's what everybody wants at the end of the day, right? House, car, a white picket fence, all that. All right? So, yeah, and we all deserve that. So you should go out there and get it. Stop letting your credit dictate what you can have, okay? You are the boss of your own credit. All right. My first draw PPP got approved in about 7 days, but told it to be 4 to 5 more days for deposit. Process was very easy. I went through Biz to Credit. I like Biz to Credit too. I think they're very, very fast. If anybody wants or needs a referral to them, I work with them personally. So all you got to do is send me your name and email, and then I will get you. But they can send you the application portal, and you could just go ahead and upload your stuff and start your application for the PPP. All right. That's right. Thank you, Tyrell. It is awesome that she got a house. I'm so very happy for her. Very, very happy for you, Mindy. All right. Okay. And thank you, Michelle, for sending that. I appreciate it. And Michelle, looks like we got one more, Asia Robinson. If you could send that to her too, I appreciate it. Or Asia, ask Michelle Butler. She has that list and she could send all that info to you guys, okay? So there wasn't too much special tonight because there isn't much going on. We're still in this waiting period. But as stuff comes around, I'm going to post it on my TikTok, or I'll post it on my story, or wherever I can. It does get busy sometimes trying to keep up with social media and trying to work. All this stuff we got going on, it's hard, but I do my best to definitely get it done. Okay. Oh, we got a question real quick. Shardia says, if someone puts me down as authorized user on their credit card, will that raise my score also? Yes, that is called an authorized user. You definitely can do that. You just want to make sure that the person that you're having add you is responsible, meaning that they are not going over 30% of that credit card, because if they go up, yours go up. If they run that balance up on that card, it's going to say that same thing on your credit, and it's going to drop your score. So make sure, if you're going to be piggybacking off of somebody, that this person is responsible. It'd be great if they didn't even use it, okay? So that you can have the whole full 100% available balance showing that it's available. So if you could do that, that would be great. Just make sure you got somebody that's responsible, okay? All right, let me see if I'm missing anything. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all just a minute or two to see if y'all have any questions before I let you guys go. I thank y'all again for always being here with me on Mondays. I appreciate it. I got a lot of stuff to post, but remember, for those who missed, if you did not see it in the beginning, if unemployment sends you anything about your employment info, send them some proof, okay? Because if it says clearly on their social media page, if you don't send it, you will not continue to get benefits. So make sure, if they're asking you for it, that you send it in. All right. So I don't see. All right, so good look at that. Y'all all asking for the trade line info. That is so good. So you're welcome, Al. Thank you. And y'all have a great Monday. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, stay prayed up. And is your stimulus coming out of your tax return? It's not necessarily coming out. No, because no, it's not coming out of your tax return. But I will tell you that if you notice that the amount of your tax return is less than it normally is, add the stimulus up with it, and then you'll go, oh, that's where it is. Okay. So everybody's saying free money, and I don't care what nobody says. I work for the government my whole life, and there is nothing they give you free. It is always a cost somewhere. Okay. So nothing is free ever. All right. So yes and no, Sequoia. Okay. We just gonna have to see when you actually file your taxes to see what it's going to be. Hopefully you get more. You may not be one of those few that are affected. We just have to see. Yes, Chantel, I know you're going to inbox me. Go right ahead. I'll be waiting. I'm going to go check my messages as soon as I leave here, okay? And thank you very much, Tasha. I think I'm saying that right. Thank you very much. So anyway, if y'all need anything, y'all know to inbox me. My email is, info@ShamikaSaves. Let me put that up real quick. So if y'all need anything, I do try to get to these. So bam, you can info@ShamikaSaves. And it's not just for credit help. It's just if y'all got questions. But if you do need something specifically and you're not on Facebook, you can always send me an email and I'll get back to you. All right. So y'all take care, be blessed. And I will see y'all next Monday or in my inbox. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good Monday. Take care.